What's up everyone? In this video I'm going to be going over the best product research method for online arbitrage beginners. I've spent a few $1,000,000 on products to resell on Amazon the past couple years, and this is by far the best way to find profitable products. Let's get inside my screen and get after it. So the method we're going to be talking about in this video is called reverse sourcing. Reverse sourcing is basically when you find a product on Amazon that you know is being carried by comparable sellers to us, right? So we're doing online arbitrage where we're finding profitable products on websites across the internet basically, and then we go out and look for those items profitably. So I'm going to show you the entire method, what tools I use, how to actually do it, as well as a few winning product examples that I'm going to go out and find via reverse sourcing as well. So check it out. So we're here inside my screen and we're just running a basic search for Adidas products on Amazon. So why am I choosing Adidas products on Amazon basically? Because I know that Adidas is going to be being sold by other resellers. So Amazon sells it themselves, but we'll mainly be looking for ones Amazon isn't on or Amazon is sharing the buy box and letting us get sales on. And so just running a basic search on Adidas right here on Amazon, we can go ahead and open up something with a lot of reviews, like for example like these shoes right here. And now we know that the other sellers on this product are gonna have a similar business model to us because they're definitely not getting Adidas wholesale. You probably need to have a brick and mortar store for over a decade to get a wholesale account with Adidas. So we know that the other sellers on this item are going to be pretty comparable to us, right, in terms of their business model, what products they're selling. So we can probably take a piece out of their book basically, because if we can see someone has a lot of reviews, we know that they're pretty smart. So we can actually use SellerAMP and Keepa to find profitable products and look inside their storefront to see what they're carrying basically. So if we look at a product like this, we can see immediately looking over on the SellerAMP right there, which I have full tutorials on SellerAMP and Keepa you guys can check out as well. So the BSR is 200, which is very good. I'm not going to get into too much like the basics here. I have other videos that cover a lot of that, as well as feel free to just let me know in the comments too, anything you're interested in. So the BSR is 200, so that's really, really good. Anything below 50,000 is pretty good. And if we go down here, we can see, if we go to the variations tab within Keepa, we can go ahead and find the variation that's, I guess, most expensive in this case, filtering by buy box price, top to bottom. So the buy box being like the buy now option. On Amazon, we'd see it has 45 reviews. It's been around for about 2 years on Amazon, so it's a relatively new listing, but it does have adequate reviews to where if this product's gotten 45 reviews lifetime, we know that it's clearly getting sales and that other people are selling it. And if other people are selling it, they're doing it to make money, and we can go ahead and take a look inside their catalogs to find other profitable products, basically. If we look down here on the Keepa, we can see in the buy box, this guy's an FBM seller, which is definitely a good sign. We know that if he's an FBM seller in the buy box, that we will be able to dominate that and probably price into the 80s on this as FBA sellers. Recommend mainly FBAing everything, especially when you're new. If we go down to the Keepa, we can see Amazon has been on this in the past, but the buy box price is really, really stable right here, as well as it's pretty much just only been one other seller on Amazon on it. We can see there's currently one seller on this. Now, level of competition being this low definitely helps as well. Like, this is a low ranked item, it only has a couple sellers. Amazon's sharing the buy box right here, which I can figure that out by one, looking at how stable the price is, as well as going data buy box stats right here, and seeing that this seller's actually getting 89% of the buy box share compared to Amazon, and Amazon's actually not getting any of it. Interesting, this other seller's getting a lot of it. Weird. Interesting, yeah, look at that. The buy box hasn't gone up right there. Interesting, but how I would go ahead and reverse source off this is actually head back to the variations, find one of the more populated listings. Now, what do I mean by populated? Like one that has a bunch of other sellers on it, like maybe 10, for example. So if we now filter this by new offer count right here, we can scroll down to where, okay, cool, 10 right here, 45, Amazon's probably on this if it's down to 45. Oh wow, yeah, okay, cool. So Adidas themselves is actually on this. They're not on a lot of stuff though, and I sell a lot of Adidas products, you don't have to worry about that. I know it says IP on SellerAMP too, don't worry about the deal. Like I sell a lot of Adidas products, and a lot of my students do too. Right here, okay, so now we can scroll down here on SellerAMP and go over to offers right here, and go ahead and click open all the FBA stuff right here. And yeah, the Adidas brand, like one, I don't even know if that's officially them, but either way, like I sell a lot of Adidas products and a lot of people I know do. And I think it's a great opportunity for resellers, especially if you have Adidas outlets near you too. Right here, so what we did was we actually came down here and opened up all the FBA sellers that are on this listing as well right here. And if we open up all the FBA sellers, what we can then do is take a look inside their catalog right here and see within SellerAMP all the brands they're carrying, products they're carrying, their ratings count, how many reviews they have. Anything over like 50 is pretty good, and this guy obviously has 3,000, so he's making a bunch of money right here, as well as their ASIN count. Now, personally, someone like this that has a few thousand ASINs, I probably wouldn't take the time to look through, basically just because, like, sure, there's going to be a lot of stuff that's good in there, but there's also going to be a lot of junk, right? So I probably wouldn't look through this guy, but this one has 2,000 as well. Okay, 800 right here, and he has 1,600 reviews lifetime, so this is pretty good, right? So now, looking inside the seller's catalog, immediately right here we can see a bunch of new brands for you guys to then go out and look for, right? If other people are selling it and that other person has 1,600 reviews, you know this guy's smart and he's making a bunch of money, right? So this is the type of seller we want to look through, basically, on that. So we can take a look here and see, we can actually go ahead and filter into the different brands he's carrying, the different categories he's carrying. Me personally, I love to just brand filter into a seller. So like say we want to do Adidas Originals, for example, right? We can go ahead and filter in here, and now we can scroll through and qualify different products and take a look at different ones to look through within SellerAMP, basically right here. So what I'm looking at here as we're scrolling on this page is basically for low BSR, so low sales rank products right here. So we can see this one has an unknown BSR, but if we look over here on the Keepa, we can see on that green line, it does have a pretty low BSR, it's just not showing right now. We can see this one's 59K, that's not bad. Want to mainly be staying under 50,000, but like if it's right around there, like that's totally fine too, especially if the ROI is high right there. So you can see 63K, 7K. So what I'd be doing as I'm going through here is, and it's typically weighted towards the best selling product show at the front too, which is helpful on SellerAMP. So what typically I'll do is going through here, I'll just open up different stuff that I can see that I think might make sense. Now, Amazon is on a lot of these in the Keepa. However, a lot of these products are gonna have variations, different colors, different sizes, just how the shoe and clothing category works basically. So like, there's a good chance Amazon's either not on certain ones, the variations of these, certain sizes, certain colors, or they're sharing the buy box on a lot of stuff as well. So what I'd be doing basically just opening up stuff that makes sense to me based on ROI, or based on sales rank right here. So 125, it's a little high, probably not gonna look at that one. 71K on the Bucket app, potentially unknown right here, BSR, we can see the green line on the Keepa chart right there, looks good as well. And then I just open this up and basically go down here on the variations within Keepa and try to find basically the best-selling variations on this specific product right here. So we can see this one has 1,100 ratings lifetime for the entire listing, so this definitely moves a lot. If we go down here to variations, and we can see here in the variations the quickest moving ones and the most expensive ones right here. So once this goes ahead and loads right here, let me get this refreshed. I might have to check out one of these other ones right here. Variations. And now we can go ahead and right here, this is a really good hack, and take out all the ones Amazon's on right there. And now we can go ahead here and do our normal filters and see stuff Amazon isn't on right here. Now this isn't a crazy quick selling listing, but what I do like to do on variations is find ones with 5+ reviews, basically, right? And that is this green number right here. So I probably wouldn't look up many of these unless they were like pretty new, like they've been around for less than a year on the tracking since. Right there, but for example, this one has 7 reviews, so I might take a look at that. 7, 12, yeah, so these are moving a little bit quicker. So if it has more reviews, it's probably selling a lot more often. So like this one, for example, and then what I'd come up here and do is basically just go ahead and Google search this to try and find this across the internet at a profitable price, basically. So that's the game in terms of reverse sourcing. So first step is find a product, brand, etc. that you know is being carried by other resellers. The next step is to go ahead and look inside those sellers' catalog to find quick selling products, and then there's an infinite amount of quick selling products. You just have to get enough reps in. You're then gonna go out and look for those quick selling products across the internet by going ahead and searching for them at profitable prices, basically. So now we're gonna take a look at a few items. I'm gonna go ahead and look for some. We're gonna find a couple profitable items. I'm gonna show you what they look like. All right, so we got a couple profitable items, and I wanna show you what they look like, basically. So this Adidas t-shirt right here is on adidas.com. We can see there's a 6% Rakuten, which helps too. You guys definitely wanna be using Rakuten. That's R-A-K-U-T-E-N right there. So this product is selling here on Amazon for $35, and we can see Amazon is in the buy box. However, if we go down here, we can actually see that Amazon's sharing the buy box pretty nicely right here. So at 35, it's pretty consistently in that point for the past like 3 weeks right there. And we can see over here on Adidas, we can pay 21 right here. However, if we go ahead and add this to cart right here, we can go ahead and see right here that we can actually get an additional 30% off right here. So if we take 30% off on this, we would go ahead and pay $15.40 right here. $15.40 right there. And I chose this specific example because I obviously don't want you guys buying this because a lot of other people are going to see it. There's only 3 left of these in stock, so some people got to take advantage of them right there. Who knows, check these in the future, they might be more available right here, but this is the idea in terms of showing it. So right here, the breakdown. So we're paying $15.4 plus sales tax. Sales tax is factored in on my SellerAMP calculator already right there. It sells for $35 on Amazon, so it beats the 1 to 2 rule. The 1 to 2 rule is basically the idea that you should buy a product for 50% or less than what it sells for on Amazon. So if we're buying it for $15.4 and it's selling for $35, that fits that rule basically. We can see on SellerAMP our max cost would be about $17.5 right there. So this passes, we would make $8 profit per unit. That's not including the 6% racked in there as well, which is great on that, and we would make about $8 profit per unit. If we look at the weight on this, it's only 9 ounces and it's pretty small, so this is a great example of a profitable product right there. And now looking at this next one right here, we can see, so this is a different category. So this is facial moisturizer, and what's nice is the more you reverse source, you'll see people carry all different types of stuff, so there's tons of opportunity to find all different types of brands, categories, etc. via the reverse sourcing method right there. It's here for $8 on Sierra.com, which is like, I think it's the parent company of Marshalls, TJ Maxx, etc. right here. And we can go ahead and see the picture is a little messed up, but we can see from the title right there that it does match up, and then as well as just the wording and stuff on here. So we can see we're paying $8 right here, Mineral Fusion, and it's selling, there's actually not a buy box right here, but it's selling for $29. If we look down here at the Keepa, we can see Amazon recently sold out. However, in this 18 range on here, even at 18, we're like right about break even and still making a 32% ROI just based on the cost of this. So at the current pricing, we're absolutely printing, we're gonna make over 100% ROI, over 150% ROI. But even at the floor, let's say worst comes to worst, we have to sell this for like $18.6 if Amazon comes back on it, we're still making a 16% net margin, not including cash back, etc. Now the SellerAMP calculator does take into account shipping to Amazon and all that and everything, so it definitely is a good opportunity on this product. And then I wouldn't recommend buying this because obviously a lot of people are seeing it, but what you could do is then go ahead and open up more leads or open up more stores that are carrying this one to go ahead and find more leads and keep that trek going basically, because it's a never-ending loop of there's tons of profitable products on Amazon, there's a lot of people making money, and it's just go ahead and finding more of them via the reverse sourcing method right here. So I hope this video helps. Thanks a lot for sticking around through all of it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.